Hello my friends, my name is Nin and welcome to this 15-minute chair yoga class. You won't need anything but a chair, and maybe as we come into some of the poses on the ground, it will be good to have a pillow or a mat on the floor just to help cushion. So, with that said, let's begin. Sitting comfortably now on the chair, having the feet about hip width apart, just paying attention to your posture, where your feet touch the mat or the floor. Just looping your shoulders back and round, breathing in and then exhaling. Notice any areas of tension that you may be holding in your body today. And when you next breathe in, try to visualize the oxygen going to that area and then releasing. Just clearing your mind of any worries, anxieties, apprehensions about the days ahead, or maybe something you did today. Notice those thoughts and let them pass, just coming back to your thoughts and focusing on the right here and now and on yourself and nurturing your body and mind. Emptying your mind. And I'd just like you to turn your head now to the right hand side, then back to center, and then to the left. And then bringing your right ear to your right shoulder. Maybe if you want to add a little bit of pressure on that, just bringing your right arm over your head and resting it on your left ear. Feeling that stretch down the side of your neck. Taking it up top, then taking that to the other side. Left ear to your left shoulder, and if you want to add a little bit more pressure, bringing your left arm over to meet your right ear. Then from here, coming back to center, just making sure that your posture is aligned. And then just twisting gently towards the right hand side. Take your torso round and use the chair to help you if you need to. Come back to center. And then towards the left, feeling your spine twist and detoxify. This is really good if you've been static all day. And then come back to center, and we're going to take a goddess pose. So opening your legs and stretching up to the sky. And with your index finger, just point up to the sky and interlace your hands and look up, feeling that stretch all through your body. Opening up your legs and your hip area. Beautiful. Exhale now. We're going to come down to Warrior 2, firstly on our right hand side. So keeping your right knee bent, just shifting over so that your left leg is straight. Bending that right knee and then bringing your arms parallel to the floor. Warrior Two. Just straightening up your spine here as much as you can. Using the chair to help you get deeper into this stretch. And then we'll take extended side angle. So this time, bringing your right arm down to meet your right thigh. And then stretching over your left arm. So here, visualizing a straight line going from your left toe to your left fingertips. This is amazing for the intercostal muscles, stretching out that rib cage. Extended side angle. Now slowly coming up to center, we're going to adjust and take all of those stretches on the other side. So come into Warrior Two, maybe bring your hands in front of the chair just to help you stabilize. And we're going to turn towards our left, bending our left knee and straightening up the right leg. Once you're comfortable here, straighten your arms so they're parallel with the floor, and we'll come into Warrior Two. And then gently bringing your left forearm down to meet your left thigh and stretching over your right arm over your head so that you can have that straight line going from your fingertips to your right foot. Wonderful. And now we're going to come back to center. I'm going to slightly adjust the chair. So make sure the chair is facing you, the seated area is facing you. And then putting your hands either on the back of the chair or on the base. Stand a few feet away. And then we're going to take a standing stretch. So here, just find whatever feels comfortable for you. We're going to straighten our arms out so they're on the base of the chair or the back of the chair and stretch out through our spine and try to keep your legs straight. This is an amazing stretch for the hamstrings and just stretching out the back, releasing pressure on the lower back. Wonderful. Now here we're going to take a balancing pose. So staying where you are, making sure that you've got that balance, I'd like you to have a slight micro bend in your left knee and then slowly lifting your right leg off the mat so that it's parallel with the floor. And this is a version of Warrior 3. Excellent. Now bringing that right leg down to the mat, keeping your knees bent. I'd like you to come into a lunge. So here, you're bending the left knee and straightening up the right leg. Just breathing into this, feeling your hips open. And then begin to come up, straightening your legs. We're going to take a side stretch, opening up your chest to the side, lifting up the right arm. And we'll take a version of triangle pose, Trikonasana. Beautiful. Now releasing this pose, come down back to the chair where we'll take our standing stretch again, just finding your center and rebalancing here. Take a few breaths and then we're going to move on to the other side. So feel that micro bend in your right leg as you slowly bring up your left leg as far as you can so that it's parallel with the mat. Warrior 3. And then coming back down to the mat, I'd like you to take a lunge, this time bending your right knee and bringing your left leg out behind you. Keeping hold of the chair in front of you for support. Go as deep as you can into this and take a few breaths here. And then straightening both legs, we'll take a side stretch, opening up your chest this time. Onto the left hand side, lifting your left arm up above your head as we take a version of triangle pose, Trikonasana. And releasing this pose, come back to center into your standing stretch. And then we're going to come back onto the chair and just sit down, having your knees hip width apart and your feet, straightening up the spine. And then bringing your arms behind you, interlace the hands so that we stretch open our chest, bringing the shoulder blades together, lifting your chin. Take a deep inhale here, as deep as you can into the lungs. And then coming forward, keeping the hands interlaced, lifting them up over your head as you bring the chest towards the thighs. And now unlocking the hands. And try from here to straighten your legs out as much as you can so that they're diagonally in front of you, and you take a hamstring stretch. Beautiful. And now we're going to come into our final resting pose. So option is you can do this on the floor, on your mat, come down onto the floor and have maybe your feet up on the chair, or you can come to a seated position, whatever feels good for you today. And just take a few breaths wherever you are, thanking yourself for this practice and taking the time today to rebalance your body and your mind. Picture your lungs expanding as you inhale, and as you breathe out, imagine you're breathing out all of the areas of tension within your body and mind. And just focus on that thought for a few breaths. And now bringing your arms up above you, bringing the palms together, we bow and say Namaste. Namaste, my friends. I hope that brought you peace and 15 minutes of relaxation. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, where you'll find an array of different types of classes to suit your particular needs. I wish you all my love and light. Namaste.